Imagine being just 9 years old, stepping off your school bus, and walking home without any idea that your life is about to change forever. This is the haunting story of Jeanette Tamayo, a young girl who faced terror, unimaginable pain, and fear but emerged as a symbol of courage and resilience. Stay with us as we uncover the chilling details of her kidnapping, her incredible fight for survival, and the mastermind plan that ultimately saved her life. July 8, 2003. It was a warm afternoon in San Jose, California. 9-year-old Jeanette Tamayo had just stepped off the school bus, her thoughts filled with homework and playtime. But as she approached her home, something felt off. The screen door was slightly ajar. Was her mother home early? Jeanette didn't think much of it and stepped inside. But as she entered, her heart sank. Her room was a mess. Glass shards littered the floor, her window smashed. Before she could process what was happening, the phone line was dead. Panic set in. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. A stranger stood there, his piercing eyes scanning the house. Jeanette felt uneasy, but before she could close the door, he forced his way inside, overpowering her small frame. The man was ruthless. He tied Jeanette up, carried her to his car, and drove off. At the same time, her mother, Rosalia, and brother Paul arrived home. Sensing danger, Paul confronted the man, even grabbing a screwdriver to defend his sister. But the abductor was too strong. He disarmed Paul, attacked him, and beat Rosalia unconscious. Jeanette could only watch in horror as her family lay helpless. Her screams were drowned by the engine as the car sped away. Back at the house, the police arrived, but they had little to go on. Rosalia and Paul, both injured, were rushed to the hospital. Despite her pain, Rosalia refused to leave, begging the officers for answers. Detectives scoured the crime scene, finding blood trails and smashed windows, but no solid leads. Security footage from a neighbor's camera showed a blurry image of the suspect's car, but it wasn't enough to issue an Amber Alert. The clock was ticking, and with every passing hour, the chances of finding Jeanette alive dwindled. Meanwhile, Jeanette was trapped in a nightmare. Her captor took her to a secluded house, locking her in a tiny room. Every day, she endured unspeakable horrors. Yet, in her darkest moments, Jeanette's resolve grew stronger. She studied her surroundings, memorizing every detail, the house's layout, the streets they drove through, and even the sounds outside. Her opportunity came when her captor handed her a phone to order pizza. Jeanette, with remarkable composure, memorized the address he provided. She knew this piece of information could save her life. As the days passed, Jeanette played a dangerous game. She pretended to befriend her captor, gaining his trust. She asked him casual questions, even smiling at him to mask her fear. But behind that facade, she was planning her escape. Using her small hands, she tinkered with her handcuffs and eventually figured out how to unlock them. She hid crucial evidence, her captor's watch, a clay turtle, and even her underwear, knowing these items could later tie him to his crimes. On the third day of her captivity, the man suddenly announced that he would get rid of her tonight. Jeanette knew this was her last chance. When he drove her to a liquor store and let her go, she ran inside and begged for help. The cashier recognized her from the news and immediately called 911. Within minutes, the police arrived. Jeanette was finally safe. The evidence Jeanette collected helped the police track down and arrest her abductor. Her bravery not only saved her life but ensured that he could never harm anyone again. Jeanette's family was overwhelmed with relief. Rosalia's tears were a mix of joy and guilt, but Jeanette reassured her mother that it wasn't her fault. Jeanette Tamayo's story is a testament to human resilience. Despite enduring unimaginable pain, she refused to give up. Her quick thinking and bravery turned a hopeless situation into a tale of survival and justice. As we close, let's ask ourselves, what would you do in such a situation? Could you stay calm and fight for your life like Jeanette did? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of courage and survival.